This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. All right, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just
О чем
ask
это они
them.
там интересно разговаривают? Так, уйти на поиски матери или подслушать разговор Пьяджи и фон Вёльнера. Ну, я думаю, можно
We must
подслушать.
absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
Aha. I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing.
Он прям так
less than
беспалевно
sign our
подслушивает.
death warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What? Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping?
I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course you didn't. So, my son, what can we do for you?
Так, ну давайте вклинимся. Не буду про меч ничего рассказывать. Так, я не хотел шпионить, но беседа меня заинтересовала. Так, успокойтесь, сделать вид, что в курсе.
Please excuse me if I interrupt,
попробуем.
gentlemen. I didn't want to disturb you. Please, carry on. Your Eminence, you were talking about the Holy Spear, if I remember correctly. The one that killed Christ on the cross. Is that right?
Indeed, Louis. I was just telling Mr. von Wagner about Lord Mortimer's keen interest in the relic. He's been collecting them for years in the hope that he'll find the real one.
Enough. Please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion alone. Leave us now.
Ладно. Интересно, а порыскать где-то можно тут или нет? Что ж такое, ни в одну комнату зайти нельзя? Да, что я, короче, кругов намотал. Ладно, пойду тогда искать это, где меч был. Да, коридоры тут, конечно, очень длиннючие. Так, а я, похоже, куда-то не туда вышел. Мне ж вроде как в сад надо. Придется, наверное, пробежаться вот сюда, да. И тут как раз лестница будет.
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is consequently inaccessible to guests.
Ладно, не хочешь пускать, попробуем пробраться.
Well, Monsieur de Richet, what brings you here?
To tell the truth, I was wondering the same thing about you.
It's rare for guests to wander about in the garden. I wanted to be alone for 5 minutes.
You look worried.
Worried? No. Resolved would be a more exact term.
Resolved to do what?
What's the point in answering? You wouldn't believe me anyway. I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know. Be seeing you.
Tell me, aren't you even curious?
Curiosity killed a cat, Monsieur de Richet. I admit, I may have judged you wrongly. Watching you seek out Mortimer's little secrets might even be amusing if I didn't already know the consequences. See you later.
What do you mean by consequences?
You seem exhilarated by all this. But if you continue down that path, you'll end up selling your soul to him too. Well, I warned you. Good luck to you, monsieur.
Ладно. Так, а в зал собраний, похоже, никак не попасть с улицы. Ну вот, статуя была. Так, сейчас я гляну, может как-то можно пройти в зал собраний. Надо только найти правильный ход.
Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart. The state the stone of the statue is in reminds me of the sword. I'll bet my boots this is where Mother wanted to lure Mortimer. Just need to know why. If I recall the Iliad, Ariadne is none other than the daughter of Minos and Pasiphae. She was in love with Theseus and helped him in his quest to kill the Minotaur in return for a promise of marriage if he defeated the monster. She gave him a reel of thread so that he could find his way back through the labyrinth, which was famous for being unsolvable. But once the beast was slain, the gallant was quick to abandon her on an island. Turns out heroes are not what they once were. I guide the sword that will kill the monster.
Ну, я думаю, точно не сюда. Ладно, пойдем пока поищем дальше. И там еще статуи есть.
Icarus. The son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity. If I remember rightly, Icarus was the son of Daedalus. He found himself confined to the labyrinth with his father after his father betrayed Minos. And his father's plan to escape from the labyrinth wasn't any more successful. Man, that kid was jinxed. I am the innocent one, sacrificed for the sins of the father. Well, let's keep going.
А тут трещины, я так понял, нету. В Икаре.
Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur, the famous son of Minos and Pasiphae. Asterion was the son of Pasiphae and Minos, or rather the result of a curse put on Minos. Minos was punished for betraying Poseidon. Of course, as strangely it often happens, It wasn't he who was punished, it was his wife. She had to mate with a bull, no less. From that union, Asterion was born, who everyone knows as the famous Minotaur. Rejected by Minos, he was shut up in the labyrinth so he could never leave. And, as if that wasn't bad enough, he died by the hand of a hero desperate to restore his reputation. Technically, Asterion is the victim of the story because he's described as a child cast out from birth. Born from an extramarital union because of the errors of his father, he was treated as an outcast all his life. And he died as innocently as he was born. A tragic story, as the Greeks knew how to do so well. I am the cursed child. Let's go.
Ну, вот у него есть трещина, но я думаю, как-то было бы это сильно легко, если бы в него я меч ставил. Но надо еще тут статуй много, надо и остальные посмотреть.
Theseus, son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur. Wrongly positioned, I am the blind hero. I wasn't expecting an inscription like that. I seem to recall he took the decision to confront the Minotaur. He killed the beast, but if it weren't for Ariadne's help, he would have been trapped in that labyrinth forever. In short, yet another hero who wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay, I'm probably being a bit harsh. I mean, we do owe him the foundations of Athens. In other words, the Republic. Render therefore unto Caesar what is Caesar's. I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
Так, вот у нас какая-то тут статуя еще есть.
Minos, son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue. His gesture sealed his fate. In mythology, King Minos was known as a wise and just king, despite the fact that he deceived Poseidon. As punishment, his country was devastated by the white bull of the sea god, and his wife became passionately in love with it. From their union, Asterion was born, sadly known to us as the Minotaur. The illegitimate child, the child of shame, who had a sorry fate. And to think that Minos ended up as a judge of the underworld. Decidedly, the high and mighty always manage to get away with it. The crack is in the region of the heart. It's a thin crack as long as a finger. A blade could easily enter.
Ну, не знаю, попробую сюда меч ставить. В принципе, она тут, ну, в тени стоит эта статуя, так что, ну, я думаю, как раз подойдет. Но я еще остальные статуи уже посмотрю, хоть мифы про них. Потом уже пойду открывать.
Daedalus. He's the architect of the labyrinth. And if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus. I am the architect of my own demise. Architect and genius inventor, he built the labyrinth for Minos to imprison the Minotaur. I seem to recall that he told Ariadne how to get out of the labyrinth by tying a thread to himself. So, Theseus managed to exit the labyrinth without trouble once the beast was dead. And when Minos found him, he threw him into his own labyrinth along with his son Icarus. Every action causes a reaction.
Так, осталась вроде только одна статуя.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete. Deliverance alone suffices not to wash away my humiliation. I seem to recall that her fate was not something you'd want. She was punished for the sins of her husband. She had to mate with the sacred bull of Poseidon. 9 months later, she gave birth to Asterion, better known as the Minotaur. It's crazy to see to what extent women have always been mistreated. When they're not harpies, gorgons, and other witches, they become victims. Alright, well, let's continue anyways.
Так, теперь я так полагаю, надо открывать вот эту.
I wonder what this
Там
kiosk is
внизу
doing in the
какой-то
middle
пол
of the
такой,
garden.
явно он
Too
двигается.
cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there. What is that? It's like a sort of opening mechanism. Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
Ладно, нажмем. Я, в принципе, думаю, я правильно этот меч вставил. Так, ну там я вижу какие-то следы крови, как-то не очень хорошо.
Whoa. Again?
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What
Где-то
else
они,
must
интересно,
I do to
находятся.
win back
А,
my
там, где он
freedom?
Гаргона.
Obey me. Now get out.
Попробовать туда, что ли, сходить. Я что-то не помню, куда это точно надо. Вниз-то я точно еще успею спуститься.
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days.
Да ладно, он только следы крови заметил.
You're in there, Mother.
Ага. А подняться обратно нельзя уже. Я понял. Может, надо было до этого просто самому к ним сходить.
Bandages? Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes. There are patches where the blood isn't totally clotted. That's a good sign, right? She changed them recently, which proves she's still looking after herself and still believes in her chances. Well, I'd love to tell her to keep hanging in there.
Так, а ну сзади я тут ничего не пропустил. Тут какая-то стенка странная.
Amber crystals.
Чё ж подняться-то нельзя.
A Byzant from the Byzantine Empire. A coin often used during the
Так,
St. Louis
там он
era.
какой-то трупешник. Ворота какие-то.
Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
Так, кто-то тут крадется. Непонятно. Не Грегори ли? Ну, кто-то он в таких же, как и... Ну, получается, такие же, как и у слуги ботинки. А кто там именно, непонятно. Так, успех. Я подслушал разговор Пьяджи фон Вёльнера. Я убедил Пьяджи поделиться важной информацией. Я убедил Перю довериться мне. Я открыл вход в склеп с первого раза, выбрав нужную статую. Ага, хорошо. Я мог найти в склепе важного человека. Ну так там же кто-то вот только что пришел. Или как, интересно, надо было поступить, чтобы его найти. Странно. Может, надо было попробовать поискать, но сначала вход в комнату, там где разговаривал Грегори с этим испанцем. Потом он как-то странно, может он сразу первый пошел бы в склеп, а я потом за ним бы зашел. Ну, короче, непонятно.